Today we'll be looking at two small claim hearings. In the first hearing, a son chases his father out the house, and his father is involved in an accident, but there is a bill in the son's name because somehow the vehicle was in his name. The second hearing, the defendant claims that she gave her vehicle away because it was inoperable, but she later finds out that the vehicle was involved in an accident. Is she responsible for damages? Like and subscribe.
Well, me and my father were having an altercation, and it came down to I was following him to see where he was going. It was between him and my mom. Something happened with them. I went to go follow him to see where he was going because he had stormed off and left. Down the road, I had rear-ended him because he had brake checked me, and the roads were slick. And after we had hit each other, I thought he was gonna stop and we were gonna talk. Well, he ended up taking off. Yes, can you hear me?
Is that your name, Lucasson?
My name is Lucas Brooks.
All right, so you're Lucas Brooks. All right, very good. Well, we might as well get right to it. Here's another Z-Smart person. You're here for small claims cases. Small claims is a separate division of the 3B District Court where you can sue only for $6,500 or less. We don't strictly follow the rules of evidence and procedure in district court. We're much less formal. Everybody is under oath. There's no formal transcript being made, and neither party is allowed to have an attorney. Any ruling here is final. There's no appeal from small claims court. Once we begin, the ruling is final. Either party has the right to remove the matter from the small claims to the general division, but you have to tell me before we start. Mr. Brooks, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, sir.
And Ms. Teft?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, will you both please raise your right hand? You both swear or affirm any testimony you're about to give in this matter will be true to the best of your knowledge and belief.
I do.
I do.
Ms. Teft, this is a claim for $585.65 plus costs for services provided by the White Pigeon Township Fire Department back in August of 22. Has anything been paid on that?
Not at this time, sir.
Mr. Brooks, what's your position?
On what happened?
Yes, well, they have an ordinance in White Pigeon. When the township fire department is called out, they assess a cost. Very often it's paid for by the insurance carrier and we don't see it. But a number of times each year, they sue somebody for that cost. It's $500 for an accident response and $30 processing fee. And I guess maybe some other thing got added into that. What's your position?
Well, me and my father were having an altercation, and it came down to I was following him to see where he was going. It was between him and my mom. Something happened with them. I went to go follow him to see where he was going because he had stormed off and left. Down the road, I had rear-ended him because he had brake checked me, and the roads were slick. And after we had hit each other, I thought he was gonna stop and we were gonna talk. Well, he ended up taking off, and he turned right onto Fawn River Road, I believe it was, or I don't remember what road it was. It was the road where that telephone pole fell down. He took off, and I saw in the distance that he had hit the pole and crashed. So it wasn't me that hit the pole.
Ms. Tapp, what's your father's name?
My father's name is...
All right, well, we know each other.
You know my father?
Yes. Didn't you come into sobriety court at the end there?
Sobriety court.
Maybe I'm mixing things up. All right, Gene, what can you tell us?
Well, it appears that the fire department gave me the paperwork for Lucas Brooks as the person for the accident. I do see where there was an Austin Brooks that was part of the accident, but it shows here that Lucas Brooks got the bill, and he is the owner of the vehicle that was involved in the accident where they went to the accident.
Well, Lucas, what kind of car were you driving?
I was driving a 2005 Dodge Stratus RT. It was a two-door, and it had a gray driver's side door. It was a different color. And the car that was involved in the telephone crash was a 2009, I believe, Dodge Durango.
Who owns
That's the
that
one.
car?
That is my dad's car. That is the car that was crashed into the pole. I did not hit the pole.
Yes, I did meet you. You were in counseling with your family, and your dad was in my program, and we talked about you and your brother and your mother. And did anybody get a ticket?
I got a ticket for hitting him before the scene because they didn't know that I was involved in anything that happened before the whole telephone pole thing until I said something about me getting in a rear end accident.
All right. Well, the report says fire department reported to an accident at Fawn River Road. There was a passenger car parked in the driveway. A black SUV had crashed into a telephone pole, snapping it off and falling in the roadway. So that wasn't your car. That was his car.
Yeah.
So I think they sued the wrong person.
Well,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm going by what the fire department gave me. I don't know what else to do, I guess.
Well, he was driving, as he said, a
It was a little two-door car.
Dodge Stratus, but the vehicle A is the Dodge Stratus, vehicle B is the Dodge Durango, and the owner, it's circled as Brooks, the wrong person. So I find that you're not responsible. Find for the defendant. Ms. Teft, I guess you can refile it under the name of Austin.
Well, I'll have a talk with the fire department and we'll get this straightened out, and I apologize for the mistake.
Well, okay, sometimes we don't always have all the facts we need. Find for defendant. Plaintiff has leave to sue proper defendant.
Thank you.
Mr. Brooks, how are things going now with your family?
Things are going great around here now.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Your family spent a lot of time doing some heavy lifting. And your dad still work here in Centerville?
Yeah, we actually all do.
All right, well, you don't need this. I'm glad nobody got hurt. But this matter is dismissed. Damages are 0. And plaintiff has leave to file a lawsuit against him if she wishes. So you'll get that in the mail. Are you still at the Airline Road address?
Yeah.
All right, you're good to go.
All right, thank you. You guys have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
Yep.
This happens a lot. The best thing to do when you sell a vehicle, and which I'm about to do, is meet the purchaser at the Secretary of State's office and transfer the title. So very often the seller signs the title, gives it to the purchaser, and they don't do anything with it. Mm-hmm. Then the thing gets towed and the person on the title gets sued. And so as the title holder, you're responsible under their ordinance, whether it seems fair or not. All right, we have two Z-Smart cases. No, we go. We have one more White Pigeon case. We'll do that one, then we'll do Z-Smart. This is White Pigeon Township versus Teresa Altimus. Ms. Altimus, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Would you please raise your right hand? You swear or affirm any testimony you're about to give here will be true to the best of your knowledge and belief?
Yes.
All right. Miss Jean Teft is here from the township, and she is previously sworn. Ms. Teft, you're still under oath. This is a claim for $569 for an accident plus costs that occurred in White Pigeon Township. We just had another one of these. We have one of these about every month. The accident would have been December 30th of 22. Ms. Altimus, what's your response to that?
I sought a lawyer, and so I do understand I am responsible, but I still wanted to come before the court to give my side. I had given the van away in September of 2022, along with the title, and he was supposed to dispose of the van because it was inoperable. It was full of bees. They had built their nests in it and stuff. It hadn't ran for 3 years. So he was supposed to take it and have it disposed of. The next I heard about this van was when I got the report from White Pigeon saying it had been in an accident. Now I do not even know who that is. And that I was responsible for this bill. So I do understand, since I did seek a lawyer, that I am responsible for it, but I'm hoping that the court understands that I'm not. I don't.
Well, yes, this happens a lot. The best thing to do when you sell a vehicle, and which I'm about to do, is meet the purchaser at the Secretary of State's office and transfer the title. So very often the seller signs the title, gives it to the purchaser, and they don't do anything with it. Mm-hmm. Then the thing gets towed and the person on the title gets sued. And so as the title holder, you're responsible under their ordinance, whether it seems fair or not, it doesn't. Yeah. But so yes. And I think Mr. West might be in jail.
And he's in jail for the same thing. He had purchased a truck, got in an accident, and had never changed the title. I only know this because he's in.
Well, he's not in our jail.
Okay.
And Mr. West has been in our jail for the last 9 days. For various things. Mm-hmm. All right, I don't have to like it.
Yeah.
But I find you're responsible for the damages and the costs, and the lawyer told you the same thing. It's $670.88. Can you make some sort of monthly payment on that?
On this form, it says I agree to at least $50 a month.
Yes.
Are they willing to accept that starting in September, like September 14th, like the second week of every month?
Are you willing to accept that, Ms. Teft?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right, I'll show it as a consent.
And you said you're going to start this in September the 15th and pay?
I'll go, 9/15.
Oh, I'm sorry, 9. Okay. And,
She said 14. I'll go with the 15.
okay. And pay,
Yeah.
what, how many?
The
second
50?
week? Yep, and pay the second week of each month, you said?
Yes, yes.
All right.
You can pay more if
Okay.
you wish, and get it over with sooner. This is chalked up to bad experience. But don't, if you can't pay 50, pay 40 or 25 or 30, just to make sure you didn't forget it.
Okay.
But the total is 670.88. It used to be you had to go into SOS and sit there and grow a beard while you waited for your turn, but now you can make an appointment, and they do a pretty good job of getting you right in and out of there. So I'm going to do that very thing this week. All right. Anything further?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I think that's
You're
it.
good to go.